Hello, I'm Christy Johns from Australian Online News, and it's time to cross to the Hunter Valley to see Di Sneddon from the Hunter River Times. Hello Di, have you been getting much of that rain down your way?
We've had some beautiful rain. We had about 2.5 inches over the weekend and it's still sprinkling now. It's been that really nice, solid rain, soaking up, filling the dams, everything's sort of looking so green, even though it's only just been a short time. But the rain did also bring a mini cyclone through the top area of Singleton, where we had quite significant damage, and SES working late into the hours of the night to repair and try and clean up some of that debris and fallen trees and a few things. So it was sort of like just a narrow little pathway that it went through. So I guess the thing is, with those heavy storms, we need to be prepared for that. It is coming into the storm season. So, things like just making sure your garden furniture is secure and you put your umbrellas down or take them down, and make sure your animals are okay, because whenever there's one clap of lightning, you lose about 10 dogs. So that's the message from the SES, and we just hope everyone's safe and okay.
So what can we find in the Hunter River Times this week?
Well, one of the things I did on Sunday morning, was to visit the Demon Fire and Rescue Station, where they were doing some training. And it's really quite interesting to sort of, you don't think about the little intricacies of when there is a road accident and what happens with those emergency services. And I mean, they never go to two accident scenarios the same. So they were training in wet weather, in mud, in like terrible cold conditions, rescuing one of their victims who was in a car accident, and they had to sort of, extricate him out of the vehicle, and talking and communicating with one another about what they were going to do, just to enhance their skills and to, debrief at the end of it about how they could have worked better. And it's like anything, it's that strong communication. I'm going to do this, thinking about what the consequences might be. But it was quite funny, really, because I talked my husband into coming down, and I thought we could go somewhere nice for lunch, not really thinking that I'd be standing in the rain for 3/4 of an hour and getting absolutely covered in, drenched in mud up my knees, But anyway, that's okay. We didn't have lunch, I should say.
The news life.
That's right. I should have asked more questions before I went. But so that was, really quite interesting. And the other thing we've got going on in the Hunter Valley this week is that the annual Hunter Valley Wine Show, which nearly didn't go ahead. Yep. They, entries from all over Australia competing for gold, silver and bronze medals, and a panel of judges with, so much expertise from throughout the world coming to Singleton. They actually do the judging out at the Army base, which is quite interesting, in one of the mess halls. And they say it's such a perfect place for the judging because of the natural light that comes into the area. So judging started today. Very, very busy, and they'll have the results Thursday. And unfortunately, there's been a few changes because of COVID. I don't know how they get around about, not swallowing if they're going to be, tasting and spitting. But anyway, we'll see. I'm not quite sure how they're managing that quite yet. But anyway, very exciting times out at the base, and good to have the wine industry coming together and, patting each other on the back and recognising those great achievements throughout the year.
Yeah, is that one of the biggest events of the year for Hunter Valley?
In wine world it is, but certainly not across the board. There's so many events that go on normally, like I said recently about, the cancellation of the shows. I mean, they usually get about 10 to 12,000 people at those events. So it's a great event in terms of the wine industry, but gee, we've got plenty going on elsewhere.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, Di Sneddon, and for more, visit hunterrivertimes.com.au.